Enki 16. Eridu have I established. Let other settlements in this region be set up. Let it be Eden be. Let it the Eden be, abode of the upright ones by his name be known. The commander of Eden let me be. Let Enlil the gold extraction perform. By these words Enlil was angered. The plan is wrongful to Anu, he said. Of commanding and tasks to perform I am the better. Of skyships I have knowledge. Of skyships I have knowledge. Of the earth and its secrets my half-brother Enki is the knower. The Abzu he discovered. Let him of the Abzu be the master. And new to the angry words with the careful ears listened, the brothers were again half-brothers. The firstborn with the legal heir with the words as weapons were contending. Enki was the firstborn son by a concubine to Anu he was born, and Lil thereafter born by Anu, Anu's spouse was conceived. A half-sister of Anu she was, thereby Enlil the illegal heir making, thereby the next-born son for the succession, the firstborn overcoming. A conflict that the obtainment of gold would endanger Anu was fearing. One of the brothers to Nibiru must return, the succession from considering must now be removed. So was Anu to himself thinking. Aloud to the two a startling suggestion he made. Who to Nibiru for the throne seat shall return? Who to Eden shall command? Who in the Abzu shall be the master? Let us three, I with you, be lots determined. Silent were the brothers. The audacious words by surprise them overtook them by surprise were the audacious words. So the brothers were silent. Let us draw lots, Anu said. By the hand of fate let there be a decision. The three father and two sons clasped their hands together. The three, father and two sons, clasped their hands together. They cast lots. By the lots the task they divided. Anu to Nibiru returned, its ruler on the throne to remain. Eden to Enlil was allotted, to the Lord of Command as his name indicated. More settlements to establish. Of the skyships and their heroes charged to take. Of all the lands until they the bar of the seas encounter, the leader to be. To Enki the seas of the Goshen as his domain were granted. Lands beyond the bar of the waters by him to be governed. In the Abzu to be master, with ingenuity to gold to procure. In Lil with the lots was agreeable, the hand of the fate he was with bow accepted. Enki's eyes filled with tears of Eridu and of the Eden he wished not to be parted. Let Enki forever Eridu as his home retain, Anu to Enlil was saying. Let his being the first to splash down forever be remembered. Let Enki as Earth Master be known. Enki Earth's Master, let his title be. His father words Enlil with a bow accepted to his brother, he thus said. Enki's Earth Master, your title name shall be henceforth. A Lord of the Commander shall be known. To the heroes and symbols Anu, Enki and Enlil the decisions announced. The tasks were assigned, successes in the offering Anu to them was saying. Now farewell I can bid you to Nibiru, with quiet hearts I can return. Forward towards Anu, Alalu stepped. A great matter was being forgotten. The mastery of earth to be was allotted. That was a promise that the gold finds to Nibiru I announced. Nor have I the claim to Nibiru's throne forsaken. By Anu to share all with his sons is his grave abomination. Thus did Alalu, Anu, and the decision challenge. Without words was Anu in the beginning, then with anger he spoke up. By the second wrestling, let us dispute be decided. They're going to wrestle it out. Let us wrestling do here, let us do it now. With disdain Alalu took off his clothing. Likewise did Anu unrobe. In nakedness did the two royals begin to grapple. A mighty struggle it was. Alalu bent his knee to the ground, Alalu fell. Anu on the chest of Alalu with his foot pressed, victory to the wrestling, thereby declaring. By wrestling decision was made. I am king to Nibiru, Alalu shall not return. So was Anu saying as he removed his foot from the fallen Alalu. Up as alighting Alalu from the ground arose, by his legs Anu pulled down. What? Up as a lightning Alalu from the ground arose, by the legs Anu pulled him down. By the legs Anu he pulled down. His mouth was wide open. Swiftly he, the male hood of Anu, bit off. The male hood of Anu did Alalu swallow. In pain agony did Anu a cry to the heavens shout. To the ground wounded he fell. Enki to the fallen Anu rushed. Enlil the laughing Alalu captive held. Heroes to Anu to his but carried words of accusation against Alalu he uttered. Let justice be done, Enlil to his lieutenant Sultan. With your weapon beam let Alalu be killed. No, no, Enki fiercely shouted. Justice is within him, and his innards poison has entered. They took Alalu to a reed hut, his hands and feet as a prisoner they bound. Now this is the account of the judging of Alalu, and the happenings are therefore on earth and on Lamu. In his reed hut Anu was hurting. In the reed hut to Enki applied the healing. In his reed hut Alalu was sitting. Spittle he spat from his mouth. Well, of course. In his innards the malehood of Anu was like a burden. With Anu's semen there were his innards impregnated. Like a female in travail his belly grew swollen. That's interesting. On the third day Anu's pain subsided. His pride was greatly hurting. To Nibiru I wish to return. To his sons did Anu say. Beforehand upon Alalu there must be a judgment. A sentence of crime befitting must be imposed by the laws of Nibiru. 7 judges were required, the highest rank of them preside. In the square of Eridu the heroes were assembled to the trial of Alalu to observe. For the 7 who judged, 7 seats were provided. Anu presiding, the tallest seat was prepared. To his right Enki was seated. Enlil was seated on Anu's left. On Enki's right Anzu and Nungal were seated. Abgol and Alagar on the left of Enlil sat. Before these 7 who judged, Alalu was brought. His hands and feet were untied. Enlil was first to speak. In fairness the wrestling match was held. Alalu, the kingship of Anu, was forfeited. What you say, Alalu? Enki him this question asked. In fairness, the wrestling match was held. The kingship I forfeited, Alalu said. Having been vanquished, Alalu an abnormal crime performed. The malehood of Anu he bit and swallowed. Thus did Enlil the accusation of the crime make. Death is a punishment, Enlil was saying. What say you, Alalu? Enki his father by marriage asked. There was silence. Alalu did not answer. We all the crime did witness. Alagar was saying, judgment must be in accordance. If words you wish to utter, speak before the judging, Enki to Alalu said. In silence Alalu began to speak. On Nibiru I was king. By right of succession I was reigning. Anu was my cupbearer. The princes he arose. To a wrestling he challenged. For 9 counts circuited I was king of Nibiru. To my seed kingship was belong. On my throne seat Anu himself sat. To escape death to distant earth I made a dangerous journey. Salvation for Nibiru I, Alalu, on the alien planet discovered. Return to Nibiru I was promised, in fairness to the throne to regain. Then to earth came Enki, the one by compromise, the next to reign Nibiru he was designated. Then came Enlil, the succession of Anu to himself claiming. Then Anu came, by lots he tricked Enki, the lord of the earth he was proclaimed, of earth not of Nibiru to be mastered. Then Enlil command was granted, Enki to the distant absolute was delegated. My heart of all that was aching, my chest from shame and anger was bursting. Then Anu his foot upon my chest placed, upon my aching heart he was treading. In the silence Anu spoke up, my royal seat in law, by fair wrestling did I gain the throne. My malehood you bit off and swallowed, my offspring line discontinued. Enlil spoke up, to the crime the accused admitted, let the judgment come. Let death the punishment be. Death, said Alagar. Death, said Agabal. Death, he says. Death to Alalu by itself will be coming. What is he swallowed and his innards death will bring, Enki was saying. Let Alalu for the rest of his days on earth be in prison. The words Anu was contemplating, anger and pity both him engulfed. To die in exile, let the judgment be.